Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another deadline stream. I hope you are all well. We'll get into my team in just a minute. How are you all doing? Let me know if you guys have got any transfers that you are making, you're yet to make, any final dilemmas, all of the above, anything you want to ask. If not, just here for the ride. Say hello. Let me know you're in. Let me know who guys are in, and we will get into it. Let me just add this quickly to my fleet. But yeah. How is everyone? Say hello, guys. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. We are ready to rock and roll. I have anyone who's unsure. I am yet to make my transfers yet. I haven't made my transfers, so we'll be getting to that in just a minute on if I plan on making any, and all the above. So let's say hello to a few of you guys. Santosh was in nice and early. Garabed, Kabir, Mark, Alex, Josh, Paul, John, Rishi, DJ Music Case, Paul again there. How are you guys? Nice to see you all in. James, Arsenal 16, Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? How are we all? So, guys, if you don't follow me over on Twitter, make sure you go and do so. The page is up on screen. There's a link in the description. If you guys want to go and check out Fantasy Football Hub, there's a link in the description which will give you 15% off. If not, we can get into it. Let me just shut my door. But yeah, guys, so good to see Bongo, Keshavs. Good to see so many of you guys in the chat. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Who am I captaining? Still to be decided, depending on whether I make a transfer or not. At the moment, it's on Bruno Fernandes. Mark says you have a selection dilemma on your striker midfield to bench Salah, Watkins, Bamford, Richarlison. That is true. I'd probably bench Ziyech if I had to. Although I'd probably maybe go one of Grealish or Watkins to not have both of them in the starting lineup. I've gained 120 subs since 1K. I know it's really good to see so many new subscribers. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Richarlison, KDB, Jota, Vardy, in for Kane, Jimenez, Ziyech and James. Yes, I like that overall. Kane to Vardy is a big talking point, and we'll get into that. So if we have a look at my team, currently no transfers have been made. Again, is this really small? Is that a bit better for you guys? Can you see that? Yeah, that's a bit better. Who'd you start, Masuako or Kilman? Masuako probably. Thanks, Kabir. Appreciate it. Bruno or Vardy for captaincy. I'd probably go Vardy if I had both. So, hello everyone. How many of you guys are in here? Let's have a look. 28 of you guys. Really appreciate it. If you are new and you want to subscribe, and you do, there'll be a little subscribe notification that looks something like that. If you are just enjoying the stream, make sure to hit like on the video. I would really appreciate it. It helps the videos get pushed out to more and more people, which is what we want. So make sure to do both of those things. Who should you start, Kilman or Mitchell? I'd start. I don't think Mitchell's going to play. So yeah, I mean that's that really. I don't think Mitchell will play. So I'd start Kilman. No Vardy yet, Maz. No Vardy yet. So guys, if anyone who follows me on Twitter, we've got Rashford with a yellow flag. I expect him to be fine, but I plan on selling Rashford to De Bruyne next week anyway. Now, I could do it this week, but I'd have to do it for a hit because I'm 0.3 million short of doing that. Now, where would I get the money from is the big question. And one of the areas that I could do it is Kane to Vardy. Ahead of that Fulham game this week, Vardy would probably become my captain. There are other ways that I could do it. I could downgrade Klitsch. I could downgrade Grealish. Lamptey potentially. You'd say Rashford. This is a thing though. I don't think Rashford's not going to score, but is De Bruyne a better option? I could end up so I suppose my decision is to do De Bruyne and Vardy for a -4, or not do anything at all. Rashford out 100%. Some of you guys are saying. I should do Robert to Cancelo. The thing is, right, with the Liverpool defence is Cancelo over the next 4 weeks have got 3 pretty bank clean sheets. Okay, so let's say they get all 3 and then they don't keep one against Manchester United. So Cancelo gets 20 points across those 4 weeks. Robertson can get 12 in a game week, and that's not impossible with their upcoming fixtures. And so then he doesn't need to do anything for the next 3 weeks. I'm set on selling Robertson. I'm just telling you guys why I'm doing it. He can score half of that in 1 week, and if Cancelo doesn't play every week, then instantly you've got a problem. And he's not going to rest Cancelo against United. he's going to rest him against those easier teams when you want them to play. So, and I prefer Diaz over Cancelo. I mean, I'm not going to get either, but I prefer Diaz over Cancelo. Zaha to Ziyech for a hit. Yeah, he's probably not going to play. So long term, that's probably a good move. Yeah, you swapped out Costa Jota for -4 and hit Kane to Vardy. Yeah. Evening, everyone. Wow, so many of you guys in. Good to see the chat moving so fast. Really appreciate it. 34 of you guys watching and only 11 likes. Come on, let's up that a little bit. You're with Alex. Dean replacements. Dean replacements. Okay, so we have a look at. For anyone new, you guys are going to witness a slight deadline stream meltdown, which I'm sure you guys who aren't new will be familiar with. Cresswell is one who stands out for me. I like their fixtures. I like what he brings. So Cresswell, probably the number one pick for me. Bellerin's upcoming fixtures are quite nice after the next two. They're not bad. But yeah, Cresswell, probably the one for me. Unless you want to go Man City, it depends how much money you've got in the bank as well. If you could go up to Robertson, I do like Robertson as a pick. So I prefer Diaz over Cancelo. But yes. Right. Let me see what is kicking off on Twitter. What's crackalacking? Anything else? Do I think Cancelo will start? I do think they'll start. Am I not thinking about Liverpool mid? Yes. So my plan is then to do De Bruyne to Salah for when he plays Fulham. So I'm planning on going the next 2 game weeks without Salah, and then I'll do De Bruyne to Salah before the Manchester derby. Thoughts on De Bruyne and Bruno to pair with him? Yeah, I like that. I think Bruno Salah are fairly solid in my team. I also am a big fan of Son. I know he can be a bit sort of hit and miss, but his price means that he is great value. He's such great value. The stream looks much better. Thanks. Yeah, I had a slight redesign. So if you guys don't know, I had a bit of an issue with my laptop and with all my streaming and video stuff, which basically corrupted my whole laptop. So I had to reinstall everything and I lost all my designs. But it actually meant that I redesigned my stream to what you've got in front of you. And I am really liking it. I hope you guys like it as well. It's a bit more simple, just obvious of what's going on. So yeah, thanks for noticing. It's not a beer. One big thing is actually what it says on the glass. It says, don't drink an FPL. It never ends well. Um, so yeah, I don't tend to I drink on my have a beer on my Thursday streams just for a bit of a laugh, but deadline streams if I've got transfers to make, no, definitely not. You looks clean. Thanks a lot. Thanks Mihir for the subscription. I appreciate that a lot. Pick one players to sit on my bench between Ziyech, Son, Kane, and James Rodriguez. It kind of has to be Ziyech there. I don't want to bench him, but out of them it has to be. I wouldn't take that hit, Samuel. I'd just play Brewster. Mane or KDB. KDB for the next two, then Salah. Salah is heads above Mane at the moment. Kane and Son for Vardy and KDB. Selling both Spurs, I wouldn't do that. They're two on hot form. I wouldn't be selling both. If there's another way you could get one, or yeah, but I wouldn't be selling both. Will Jota start? I expect him to. So if you guys don't follow me, let me pin it to my profile. Um, my big weekly thread of predicted lineups. If you want to see it, it will be pinned to my profile on Twitter. Link in the description. So go and check that out. Do I think Jota will start? Yeah. So our Liverpool reporter has Jota to start. Yes. Or sell Kane and Bruno. Don't sell Bruno. Don't sell Bruno. Definitely not. Hi Jack. How we doing? Hope you are all well, guys. Vardy, Salah, or Sterling for captain. You don't have Bruno or KDB. Vardy, Salah, or Sterling. I don't trust Sterling enough. I don't trust City assets enough to put captaincy on them. So it would be between Vardy and Salah, and I'd probably go Vardy this week. Vardy explosive, Salah consistent. So it kind of depends what you want. Could I rank Antonio, Bamford, and Watkins long term? Watkins goes bottom. Then it's pretty tight between the other two. I'd probably go Bamford top, slightly based on fixtures. Kane and Son, who should you sell? Probably Son is such great value, so I think you can sell Kane, but I wouldn't be selling Son. KDB or Bruno. Bruno, I just don't trust City yet. I trust them to bring them in, but I don't trust them enough to captain them. It's like Calvert-Lewin has scored more goals this season than that Man City team. So yeah, if they're all going to play, then yeah, then maybe. But I still rate Watkins the lowest out of the lot of them. Take a hit to do Zaha to Jota. Yeah, I probably would do that. Depends who's coming off your bench though. That's the big one. Right, let's get into my team then, shall we? So I was trying to download Paint so that I could dictate to you guys what my plan is. So um, right, let me see if I can pull this up on screen for you guys. Right, so let's go on here, hide my display a sec, put that up there, and then if I show you my display, what do you guys? Yeah, you should be able to see that. It's not quite there, but basically, how do I work this? Let's just fill it with something, shall we? Text. So Kane and Vardy. No, Kane and Rashford to Vardy and KDB. A professional looking, I know, guys. Souček in the bench. Why would Souček be on the bench? How do I make this bigger? Right. Right. You guys should be. It's professional looking, isn't it, guys? We've gone from a nice new stream layout to you guys looking at this. But that's my effective moves. High quality content. I know it's good, isn't it? Um, cracking stuff. This is why you're here. So that's my effective transfers. It's either that or I do nothing. Chelsea defense worth keeping. Yeah, I would. It is kind of Chilwell though for me only. Fernandez or Madison captain. Fernandez definitely. I like Madison. He was in my differential article this week, but it has to be Bruno captain out of the two. Evening Nuclear. Good to have one in the mods in. Evening Peter. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. Just looking what's going on with my thread. Salah versus KDB captain Salah. I don't think Bruno. I could put up here. So top captaincy picks. Right. I'll move this to the side. What is going on? This is top quality stuff. This isn't it. How do I? Right. Top captaincy picks in order. So, Vardy number one, Salah second, Bruno third. This is in my eyes, just my opinion of it. Then it's KDB. If you don't have one of these three in your team, then your team's struggling. I think that's the order that I'd put them in. But yeah, right. Let's go. Yeah, so that's what I'd put them in. Should you bench Adams? No, I don't think so. He's a good option still. Starts Kilman or KWP. Looking at the fixtures. I'd probably go Kilman, to be honest, because I expect Arsenal to Man U to score, but Arsenal have been poor going forward. Yeah, so Noir on Madison, guys, on where's differentials on Fantasy Football Hub. My article that I write from every week, my midfield differential that I chose this week was James Madison, and it basically talks about, if I zoom in a little bit, some of you guys can have a quick read. It basically talks about the teams that they're coming up against concede a lot of chances from set pieces, which is why I favour Madison over Barnes if you're looking for that Leicester midfield. I also think there's a chance that Barnes doesn't play them all, whereas I think Madison will. So they're both good options, but I'd pick Madison over Barnes for the next four. Took out Werner for Watkins, not something that I would have done personally, but no. Cool. So back to my team. How long have we got? Still got 45 minutes until the deadline. No rush at all, guys. Keep your questions coming in. Um, Kane and Zaha out for Che Adams and KDB. Not something I love, to be honest, but I know Zaha's not going to play. I'd prefer Zaha to Jota, to be honest, out of the two of them. It depends if you've got Son in your team as well. It could be worse. Che Adams, I prefer someone like Bamford or Antonio over Che Adams. You're said my team above. Could you rate it? Gaeta, PVA, Dallas, Castagna. Yeah, nice. I'm not sure we've heard any updates on Castagna yet, but if he plays, he's a good option. So, um, think Sunday will show why Chelsea are Liverpool's strongest challengers. Then I will have to eat my words and find a way to bring in Werner as a second Chelsea attacking asset. Well, I've got none. So, but as a Chelsea fan, I'd happily watch my rank go down if it means Chelsea win every week. Should I buy a Chelsea defender in the near future? Chilwell, it's only for me. It's still only Chilwell, and it's something I've said for a while. Is Zuma's numbers were always going to dry up, whereas I don't think Chilwell's will. So, yes, yes. Nuclear. What is your ID? What I might start doing, guys, if you want me to look at your teams on stream, I might do um like a stream hashtag where it's like a hashtag that's never been used before. So if you guys, I can then load it up and it's got all your teams and all your questions rather than like using your ID because it only shows you the team for last week. If I had like hashtag like tips 9 for Gameweek 9, tips 10, and things like that, then I could do it. I mean, I could do it now. Yeah, I could do it now. Um, let me put it in the chat then. Yeah, we still got time. I need to make my uh I might not get to them all, but use that as the hashtag on Twitter if you want to send me your teams and I can have a look at them. Um yeah, use that. There are no results for it. So if you guys I'll just keep refreshing this. If you guys do want to send in anything, use that as the hashtag. But so yeah, I've got decisions to make around my transfers. Just before you guys, if you are going to doing that, drop me a like on the video and a subscribe if you are new. We are trying to grow the channel as much as we can at the moment, so I'd really appreciate any support you could give. You want Vardy for this week, but honestly think Kane could be the best captain shout next week. Arsenal at home. I still think City against Fulham will be the number one captaincy shout next week. Right, so we've got first one in here. So team looks really nice. I wouldn't change very much. Mitchell's unlikely to play. I'd probably play Vestergaard because of his goal threat. So yeah, I'd probably play Vestergaard in there for his goal threat. Alex has sent in his team. Guys, if you want to add some notes, it might be a bit helpful as well. Fernandez, Grealish, De Bruyne's team looks nice. Benching Masuaku. I'd play Masuaku and bench Kilman. I know you've got Grealish, but I'd still play Masuaku over Kilman out of the two of them. Calstab, you took a -8 to get Bamford for Kane and Rodriguez to KDB. You're going to regret. You're going to Bamford for Kane and Rodriguez to KDB. It could backfire short term, but I like those moves long term. Overall, they're good. So yeah, guys, if you want that hashtag is in the chat. If you want to go and put your teams in there. But yeah, I need to do my team, and I don't want to leave it to the last minute. And I apologize if this sounds selfish, but I'd rather leave your questions to the last minute than leave my transfers to the last minute again. So it's just whether I just fancy Rashford. You know when you have that feeling of something. Okay, yeah, nice team, Garabed. Just that, yeah. So I fancy Rashford a little bit and selling. Yeah, I know exactly. Meltdowns on stream when I do them last minute. It's just over. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, basically the question is, oh yeah, Alex, would you guys be interested? I can do predicted price rises. It can change because there's a deadline, but if you guys are interested, basically tonight it's half the game at this rate. Grealish, Bellerin, Justin, Jota, Robertson, Walker, Vardy, McCarthy, Cancelo, Kilman, Ruben Diaz, Tielemans, De Bruyne, Salah, Fernandez. De Bruyne saying to rise tonight. I suppose it doesn't matter, but I was. So this is Fantasy Football Fix. It's to do with the player changing in price. If we have a look at the players, Robertson going to rise in price tonight. Interesting. That's good for me. And then fallers, Zaha, Jimenez, Kane. Kane. That's quite big. I might jump. I might do the transfers then. On a team value, yeah, Kane. Anyone else that stands out? Trent, if anyone's still benching him. Just trying to see if there's anyone who stands out that's got any sort of ownership that you guys should be aware of. Kane's the big one. James Rodriguez of Everton dropping in price tonight, apparently. These aren't 100% accurate, but because we saw Doherty yesterday predicted, but we are seeing that James Rodriguez could fall in price tonight. I'm very much likely to do those transfers now then. Just on that Kane, I won't lose value on him because if Vardy rises and Kane falls, then yeah, I'm selling Rashford to KDB. I'm gonna do it. I think Rashford out, KDB in, Kane to Vardy for -4. It's true. Sometimes they do just change the ones that they want to. Well, that's what it seems like. Seems no rule to the madness at some points. Sorry guys, yeah, a few of you have put more questions in. I will get to them in just a minute. I just want to make sure that this is what I want to do, but yeah, it's done. Live on stream, giving me just over an hour. Probably put the captaincy armband on Vardy. About my second hit of the season. So how am I going to get Salah back in? So De Bruyne has two nice fixtures for these two. Burnley and Fulham. and then I will sell De Bruyne up to Salah. I think I've got enough in the bank. If not, I'll have a second free transfer, and I'll probably downgrade Klitsch to Soucek to get it in. I'll look at some of those questions now, but with Robertson in for Lamptey, this is my team for the weekend. Now, Vardy's in and De Bruyne is in. Yes, yeah, big midfield now. Things are looking nice. I could, but Salah's got Fulham that week. So it would be De Bruyne for the next two, and then this week when it's the Manchester derby, Liverpool are away at Fulham. So I'll probably, I know I have to get rid of Klitsch. I know I do, but he's on penalties, so there's always that chance. And Everton concede goals. We know that they are poor defensively recently. So I'm happy with him in my team this week. To be honest, it did cross my mind to play Brewster. Um, but yeah, cool. You guys have been sending in a few more of your questions. So seems to have been giving me a Bud Light advert for on the hashtag for some reason, um, or a Yorkshire Building Society. I don't want this. I don't like this ad. No, we don't like that, do we? Um, so it's hashtag tips game week 10 if you guys want to send it in. No transfers left. Okay, Jota in there, nice. Kane and Salah. So you've gone no Man City and you're going with those two. I don't know if you've got any money. Your bench scares me. Your starting 11. Your starting 11 looks nice, but your bench scares me. Um, when Justin loses his place, do you have any money in the bank? Because I would look to do done up to a 4.5 defender just to give you that little bit of strength when there's rotation. Christmas period, that bench is not going to help you out at all. North in the bank, if you can see this, yeah, okay, cool. So there seems to be really little like delay on the stream when I use this new software. But anyway, exciting for me, probably a bit boring for you guys, but um, so you want to do Kane to Vardy, but needs to get someone in for Lamptey. Depends how much money you've got to get in for Lamptey. Yeah, it depends how much money you've got. Is Justin predicted to rise tonight? I suppose, guys, it's worth. Yes, he is. It's worth remembering that if Justin's predicted to rise tonight, it'll be at midnight, so you can do it with your free transfer next game week if you wanted to make an early transfer. But I would not. I would not suggest that. What did we peak at? 40, 40 viewers. Nice. Vardy surely bags right captain on him for both of us. I Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Chilwell is a good option. If you don't have him, I think he's a good one for this season as a long-term pick. Let's see what you guys are asking with your teams. Nuclear, you said you wanted to send your team in, but it hasn't come up. Oh, there are lots below. Okay. Doesn't seem to be putting them in order. That's really bizarre. Oh, maybe if I go latest. Haha. Am I going to put them in order? It is. Fantastic. Right, guys, let me start from what I hadn't looked at. Um, yeah, yeah. So, where do we get to? Charlie, can I mute that? Your team looks nice. I suppose it doesn't have any. You're in the same boat as me. Jimenez needs to go soon, as does probably Rashford next week. Look to get Salah back in. So maybe Jimenez downgrade and Rashford upgrade to Salah would be nice moves for that team. We've looked at that one. Only player you're sure about is James. There's James. Yeah, but he's got Leeds at home. Leeds are poor defensively, so keep him this week. You've done your transfer Costa to Jota and Kane to Vardy to captain him. Okay, nice. Again, Not a huge fan of Rashford long term, as I've just sold him, but yeah, nice team. Transfers to make. So Mane to Salah, Rodriguez, not one I'm a huge fan of. You've got Zaha on the bench as well there. So I would potentially be looking over the next couple of weeks to do um, Zaha. If you maybe do Zaha downgrade to Souček and upgrade Davies to Bamford, then that would be a nice. Oh, no, you've already got Bamford. Um, who else don't you have? I suppose you don't have that many premiums. You've got a lot of money in defence. Do you have any money in the bank? Potentially look at Ziyech of Chelsea in for Zaha or Rodriguez. Nuclear, interesting bench. I suppose the only one you could play is Ziyech, but I probably would play Antonio in case. But if he doesn't play, then Ziyech can come in. David. So anyone who is new, this hashtag up here, tips Gameweek 10. Use that hashtag, tweet your team out, and I will get to it. Your team looks nice. I'm not a fan of Bowen. For anyone who's watched, I was a big advocate of not getting Bowen in before. I think he was a big troll. He's Podence 2.0, but overall the team looks nice. No hits taken. Yeah, bench looks strong. I like having those, but you've got too much in your goalkeepers there, to be honest. It's a bit much having Mendy on the bench. Mendy down to McCarthy potentially. Let's see what you guys are saying. Arsenal Wolves has 1-1 written all over it. Yeah, please someone suggest best goalkeeper for below. I still think. Should we have a look at them for you? Goalkeepers under 5.5. No one really stands out in terms of who's got good fixtures. I still like Lloris. They've been good defensively. Mendy is another good one there. De Gea, I don't think they'll keep enough clean sheets. McCarthy, but their fixtures are turning bad now. It could be McCarthy. I still think they'll be good. So you could just save money and go with McCarthy. Do I think Arsenal will score any goals against Wolves? Probably. They've got to score at some point. Ryan, yeah, potential. What are their fixtures like though? Um, I just don't like Brighton defensively. Fixtures coming up are quite nice for them. So if you don't need them this week, then Ryan and Fabianski again. Yeah, nice one at only 5 million actually. Yeah, Fabianski, good shout from Kaustav. Actually, Fabianski at just 5. I thought he was 5.5, but 5 million for Fabianski stands out as being the best option at that price. So really Rashford to Salah over Rashford. I think the thing is though, over the next 2 weeks it's De Bruyne, but long term it's Salah. Salah will for me be better option than De Bruyne. Evening Sponge. Thoughts on Saint Maximin as a cheap, so he's probably not going to play tonight. I think he's been ruled out tonight, so I wouldn't be getting Saint Maximin in. Long term, I prefer Stuart Armstrong from Southampton. I prefer Armstrong than him, to be honest. The reason you have Ryan instead of McCarthy is because I have Vestergaard. Okay, fair enough. James to Jota for a hit. No, I wouldn't be doing that for a -4. No chance. No chance. I might not even do that for a free this week because you've got a free transfer to use this week. What should you do? Right, let's get back to a few teams. Here, yeah, Bowen, not a big fan, but your bench is a bit poor with those two there. Your starting 11 looks really nice though. So Mitrovic needs to go. Mitrovic to Bamford, a easy move for you. Easy move there. David. So, we've looked at that one. Slivo, how you doing? That bench, wow. You were asking, is it worth to do a -4? I'd keep one Spurs player. I'd keep one. I would. Yeah. Charlie, have you tweeted out your team? Oh, is this you, Charlie? Yeah. Sorry, I had a bit of ice in my mouth. Okay, so you want to make a transfer. What were you saying? Sorry, chat's meeting. Sorry, Charlie, I didn't mean to ignore it. You've got a free transfer. Okay, cool. Jimenez to Calvert-Lewin stands out. I don't know how you don't have Calvert-Lewin in your team. I still think he's a great option. Does does Jimenez to Calvert-Lewin? Do you have any money in the bank? Does Jimenez to Calvert-Lewin allow you to do Rashford to Salah next week? Do you have enough in the bank to do that? Because that's what I'd be looking to do. You've got plenty in the bank. Jimenez to okay, Jimenez to Calvert-Lewin, then Rashford to Salah or Rashford. Right, here's a plan, Charlie. What about Jimenez to um Jimenez to Jimenez to Calvert-Lewin, then Rashford to De Bruyne next week for when he's Fulham at home, and then do Rashford and then do De Bruyne to Salah for when he plays Fulham, and then keep Salah. That's what I do, and that is what I'm doing. In 2 weeks, I'm going to sell De Bruyne and get Salah in. But I do Jimenez downgrade. I still think Calvert-Lewin you need in your team. Must be so scary going into game week with a player like Calvert-Lewin not owning him. Don't know how you do it. Um, so Adam FPL evening, but I haven't seen you in the chat, but I know you were in the other night. Thanks for joining again. I was going to say Mendy must play, but no. Yeah, your team looks nice. Thoughts on this? You did Justin for Ferguson this week. Okay, the worry with me with that is that. All right, Matthew, I'll have a look. Did you put out with the hashtag, Matthew? What's your at on Twitter? Is it the same? And I'll find it. Is that Justin may not keep his place when everyone's fit. So, but you've got Taylor on the bench, you've got Lamptey on the bench. So yeah, that your team looks really nice. Klitsch has to go. Klitsch to Armstrong next week. They've got good fixtures coming up. Southampton. Armstrong has got decent underlying numbers. Klitsch owner, yeah. Klitsch to Armstrong is what I'm looking at, or Suchek, one of the two, probably the best replacements for Klitsch. Matthew, what was your Matthew Sanders? Matthew, do you want to put it? Do you want to put it in with the hashtag Sponge? I already taken a minus for. Our team looks nice. Zaha and Kane out, KDB and Bamford in. Nice. I can understand why you do that. Yeah, they will outscore each other, I imagine. Yeah, if Matthew, well, if you want to write it in the chat, you can. If not, if you use this hashtag, um, when you tweet it out, it will come up on stream, and we can chat about your team, and the guys in the chat can give a little input as well. J Don. So we've got Rashford, Ziyech. Yeah, it's 5 points in the bank. Looking to upgrade Podence to Salah by game week 12. I Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Well, Suchek. Do you expect? I'd expect Salah to outscore Suchek by 4 points, so I probably would do it for a -4 this week. Um, Bamford hat-trick and go for it. Anything above two, anything above 2 points for Klitsch this week, I'll be loving. Um, so I probably would do Podence to Salah if you've got the money, because I'd expect Salah to outscore Suchek by 4 points to make up that hit this week. So I would do that. Um, J Don, if you are still watching, um, we have thoughts here. Benches, your defense is slightly weak. Is the only thing. Your midfield and your forward looks nice. I'd probably look to sell James Rodriguez soon. Um, no one really stands out that you could bring in. You've got Jota in there already, so he's not necessarily a big fire. I suppose you've got Ziyech on the bench. So for me, I just downgrade Rodriguez to someone like Souček or someone like Armstrong, just so you've got that money that you can put into someone else. Because at the moment, next week, you're going to have a benching headache every week. So I downgrade Rodriguez, and then you can start Ziyech. I'd still keep. I probably would keep it as is though. I wouldn't triple captain Vardy. Nope. Feast or famine with Bamford. It is absolutely. It is absolutely. Carlin Grant, captain or Vardy. I thought, oh, there's a troll in the chat, and then I realised it was you, Callum. Carlin Grant, captain or Vardy. So, Callum, I have taken a -4. I've sold Harry Kane, and I've sold Marcus Rashford, and I've brought in Jamie Vardy, captain, and Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, wait for a double game week. Play the long game. To use your triple captain. Good moves. I hope so. We'll see if they pay off this week. But Mark, Callum is a big West Brom fan. That's why he's asking. But yeah, guys. Matthew, I know Matthew was trying to send in his team, so I'm just trying to wait for that to come through. Best 4.5, Riederwald of Crystal Palace, probably. Yeah, well, he might do. The thing is with Klitsch, I'm like, yes, I'd sell him if I had a luxury free transfer, but at the moment, like, he could just get a penalty, and then it's like an 8-pointer, and then I'm fine with it. So at the moment, I've got no real need to sell him. Couple more teams we've got here. So CFC Josh. Bench is Mitchell. Yeah, I mean team's really nice actually. Bowen, I'm not a huge fan of. Bowen to Armstrong could consider, but and then maybe Mitchell upgrade and you can rotate the two. But the team's really nice actually. This Fabinho, fabulous. Antonio benching Grealish. I wouldn't be doing benching Grealish. I'd pay Grealish over Fornals. That's what I'm going to add in. Thank you for the reminder. Let me write a note. I can do it this evening while I'm sat watching the game or not watching the game. Is to do a timer, a counter, if I can figure out how, for time left to the deadline. Um, so yeah, I think that'll be quite a fun thing to do. I can add it somewhere on my new layout. If you guys are new, please subscribe. You will get a little notification like this if you are new. So make sure to go and do that. Like the video right now. 28 likes, which is great to see. But yeah, drop a like on the video if you are enjoying it. Is Matthew back? I feel like he's probably setting up a Twitter account as we speak. It's going to be a little egg. No, I don't need more Bud Light adverts. Matthew, that's no problem. Martinez, who have we got? Martinez, Robertson, Chilwell, Dallas, Mitchell will be on the bench. Lamptey will be on the bench. Foden, Bruno, Grealish, Ziyech, Bissouma will be on the bench. DCL, okay. Martinez, yeah, your defense looks nice. Foden, Bruno, Grealish, Ziyech, right. Where's the upgrade going in that? So Foden for me. Can you do Foden? You've got Bruno already. What? Can you hear those notifications? Right, let me hide my display. What is giving me? Oh, is it my WhatsApp? That might be it. So it's Foden upgrade is the move for me. You need to get a Salah or De Bruyne in your team, and if that means that you've got to downgrade someone else, then maybe Grealish, but you need Foden up to the likes of Salah or De Bruyne for me. Preferably Salah. Just long term, it's just that solidity that you get with him. Is this Justin's last game? It's possible that he plays in the three at the back, so I think it's very hard to say this is his definite last game. Um, so yeah, why is Robbo on the bench? Sorry, Lamptey is suspended, so Robertson will come in anyway. Um, is anyone actually? Yeah, I know it's hard. I think it'll be a dull game. I do. If there was a chance that Callum Wilson didn't play, so then that would have been even worse. But yeah, yeah, Pereira's back, but Castagna we haven't heard anything on yet. Um, just tweeting it out. One sec, guys. Cool guys. Kane to Bamford and Foden. I wouldn't do Kane downgrade. I'd keep Kane. Um, so yeah, no. You just want Eze to score because you're in your FPL head to head draft league. Yeah, I know what you're like with Eze Nuclear. We'll see what happens with him. He's hot and cold, isn't he, a bit at the moment? Right, right. Any final teams being sent in? Yeah, aside for the 9-0 Friday night football. I know who is excited. Right. Um, yeah, thanks guys. There are still 36 of you in here, so really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. I hope you are enjoying the stream. If you are, like and subscribe, please. Would appreciate that a lot. Um, Stream is sponsored by Fantasy Football Hub, 15% off in the description. Please check United's December's fixtures and laugh. It's too tough. They're not that bad. Sheffield United leads Leicester, Wolves. What? Salah or Vardy as captain. Vardy. Did I see Liverpool's video I've sent in the group? No, I have not. Let me. In which group? Oh, in the mods group. I'll look at it after. Um, uh, what about Grealish straight to De Bruyne? Yeah, I just don't fancy Foden. Just the rotation there is too much, but he could start the next couple. So yeah, that is also a move. But then think about what you're going to do with Foden in a few weeks' time. You can do that next week. I still think that Salah is the one you want, Matthew. So if you're going to have to take a hit anyway, then I'd find money and do Foden to Salah. I'd just do it that way. You could, if you want to get Grealish downgrade, you could do Grealish down and Foden up to Salah. That's not a bad move. You're locked into just chilling. Yeah, planning ahead. That's always nice. I think my current plan is to roll my transfer next week, and then bring De Bruyne to Salah the week after. I don't think I've got quite enough money, so I'll have to find a move to do, but that's not a problem. Yeah, I don't. I'm about half a mil short. It's not just point one. It's um. So yeah, that's my planned transfer in a couple of weeks. Where I get the money from, I don't know exactly. We don't have a 3.8 defender, so I can't do a Mitchell downgrade. So, but yeah, so there's been a lot on will Mane be rested. It's possible. If you've got him, you start him. I don't see it happening personally, but it could. You're capping De Bruyne to get 4 points. Proper bargain. Love it. Right, how long we got? 12 minutes, lads. If you haven't finalised your teams, if you want to go and check your team before, just give you that. Make sure your team is fine. Go and check it out. What effect do I think Barkley's having players like Grealish? It depends who comes in for him. If it's Traore, then it's probably not as great for Grealish. But if it's Horahain, then it's quite good for Grealish because it could push him further up the pitch. But if it's Traore, then he comes quite deep. So I don't think it affects Watkins loads, to be honest. You have Barnes and Cancelo. Why do I think both start? So I don't necessarily put all those together. It's done by a fan from that team. I think they'll both start though. I do. Pulisic and Abraham might start Sunday. I don't see Pulisic starting. Zaha 100% not playing this week. Yeah. Um, you've done Lamptey to Diaz, just like you said. Didn't want to take hits in the end. Fair enough. Fair enough. Zaha not playing. Yeah. Right. A few more looks at the predicted price change stats. Grealish going up for me tonight is good. Hopefully Vardy does rise. Um, who else in my squad? Kane was going to drop, so he's gone. That's good. Fernandez is looking to rise. Anyone looking to fall soon? No, so that's really good. No, we do. Shady Rashford could play. I expect Rashford to start. I think it's just mind games from Ole. So I expect him to start. I don't have Salah yet. No. Support score prediction for tonight: 1-0 Newcastle. Callum Wilson goal. Um, so yeah, I'm doing all right with the price changes. My team is on the up, which is good. Yeah, always good to see. If I had Salah, I probably would just for that consistency that you get with Salah. How do I find risers and fallers? I'll put the link in the chat. This isn't. It isn't exact. Um, it isn't exact at all. It is just their algorithms working it out. It isn't exact, but it gives you a good indication. How do I think and this happens at about 1 a.m. UK time, so overnight basically. How do I think Watkins does this week against a strong West Ham defence? I still expect Villa to bounce back. You really think about Don't do it. Um, is Grealish going to rise tonight? So Grealish predicted to rise tonight. Highest chance, effectively. Um, should I do Dallas or KDB to Justin next week? I just want to see what's going to happen with Justin. So I know their fixtures are nice, but I wouldn't do that. Like, no, Matthew, not a problem at all. It's why the stream's here to answer all your guys' questions. Literally, fire as many. Foden to Sterling, Grealish to Jota. It has to be Salah for me. Jota does not cover Salah. I can see why you'd do that. It is a risk. I prefer De Bruyne over Sterling. Um, so yeah, prefer De Bruyne over Sterling. Um, you have Burge on for Castagna. Castagna doesn't play. I've had Burge come 2-4-2. Finally, my team is about to be injury red card and COVID free next week. Fingers crossed. Um, has KDB trained today? Don't say that. That's not that's not that's not something to even begin to joke about. That no. De Bruyne not training. That isn't. That's no. This is that QA end of stream meltdown. That no. I can't. He got rested midweek. It was a rest midweek. Right. I don't appreciate Man City putting out. Yeah, it was a rest. Right. Man City have put out a tweet of 8 pictures of players and KDB's not in them, but that's 8 players. They have plenty of people in their squad. Could you imagine if he doesn't play? Oh no, what have you done to me? No, no, no. There were 8 pictures. It's not a lot. Right. I expect Man City are playing us. Um, but could you imagine? Could you imagine? He's not in the photos. Oh, no, could you imagine? Oh, and Rashford will score now. Look what you've done to me. Look what's happened. It was always going to happen. There was always going to be something. Oh, whole of FPL. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now, is there? So, not one thing I can do about it now. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please subscribe to the channel. Um, God forbid, but imagine like Zaha's situation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not quite the whole of FPL, but pretty much. No, KDB's not injured. We don't know this. He's just not in the about 5 training picture photos that were up today. Yeah, everyone. I took a hit to get to point. Me and you guys both. We all did it. Now what do we do? We'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think Walker's in them either. It could be old. It could be old photos. Right. I mean, there's nothing none of us are going to do about it now, is there? We're not going to sell him. It will be a disaster. No, no. I mean, could you imagine? To be fair, Foden's not pictured either. Um, Cancelo's not pictured either. Walker's not pictured. Like, there's a lot of players. There are a lot of players that aren't pictured. There are a lot of players that aren't pictured. So I wouldn't worry, guys. There are a lot of players that aren't in those pictures. So the pictures include um, Gundogan, Ruben Diaz, Aguero, Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Mendy, Fernandinho, Zinchenko, and Mahrez. An unnamed character, I think that's Ferran Torres, Aguero again, Gabriel Jesus, and Ake. There's a lot of players missing there, like a lot. So I wouldn't worry. Your defence is PVA, Chilwell, Lamptey, and Kufal. You want to take one of them. Um, oh no. Oh yeah, but that doesn't really help. Anyway, there's nothing we're going to do about it now, is there? Um, so We have 2 minutes left, guys. Make sure that your teams are locked in. Go and check out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the stream. Make sure to drop a like before you guys head off. I hope you have enjoyed it. That's about all we got time for. We got 2 minutes left. Any final questions, drop them in. I hope you all get green arrows. Yeah, fingers crossed on all that. I think De Bruyne will be fine, guys, but I stay a little bit more after it. All right, cool, guys. Yeah, I wouldn't worry on De Bruyne, guys. I wouldn't worry on it. Apparently those training photos are old anyway, so I wouldn't worry on it. We know he didn't train early in the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Be back next week, Thursday, and probably with another deadline one again. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Check me out on Twitter. I tend to be more serious during the week, where it's content Monday to Friday, and then when we get to the match weeks, it's more my emotions that take over on my Twitter. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, that's about all we got time for. 1 minute to the deadline. Let's just refresh my team, make sure everything's in the right place. Vardy, captain. We've got De Bruyne in there, who came in. Everything. Robertson will come in off the bench, just the way I like to do it. No, the lineup isn't for another half hour, and I will have family members who will want to be seeing me. Predictions for Chelsea Spurs 2-2. 2-2, and I saw Kane saying it's 2-2. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Anyway, but Calvert or Salah, captain Salah. But that's the deadline, guys. That should be it. Unless I've got the timing of the deadline not nuclear. Yeah, Salah's your captain, but good luck, everyone. Streams will be back bi-weekly, and the videos will be coming thick and fast to you throughout the week as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry, Access. Robertson will come in for Lamptey because Lamptey's suspended. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been good fun. I appreciate that. We will see you all next week. Yeah, appreciate all the support, guys. Good luck in game week 10. May all your arrows be green. Have I got the dead? What time's the deadline? 6:30. What's happening? No problem, Nuclear. Hope it has cheered you up. They seem to be late, running a bit late this evening, and haven't closed the game quite yet. But there we go. We are all closed off for the evening. Thanks, guys. Good luck. Nothing we can do now. I'm sure De Bruyne will be fine. -4 for me. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you are new, please subscribe, like the video on your way out. But yeah, thanks, guys, and I will see you next week. Good luck, and yeah, peace out. Have a nice weekend, everyone. But yeah, bye for now.